Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I really wanted to say that. It's so exciting. I'm sitting here with the mug that's usually reserved for a Sunday breakfast in bed, my mummy mug with a peppermint tea in it. School run is done, and I now get to sit and chat to you guys. Welcome to my channel. So this is the first video of hopefully a lot of videos. I'm going to be able to edit out the ums and all that, and I'm going to take a little while to get used to this because the reason I started this channel was that I loved doing stories when I started my Instagram called Bowray Design. And I started that because we bought an old Victorian farmhouse that I'm currently sitting in, and we bought it just 3 weeks before our first child was born, Barclay, and with the intention of renovating it. Now, when we were pregnant, we thought we would have so much time once the children arrived. Children, because we have a little daughter as well who was born 2 years after Barclay. And we thought, oh, once we've got children, what are we going to do? We're not going to have very much time out and doing stuff like we do just now. So we're going to just basically have loads of spare time. How wrong were we? So it has now become my full-time job. I am a full-time mum and I stay at home with Bartley and Grace. I have done since they were born. And now that they're at school, my full-time job will be renovating the house. But I also enjoy sharing the other parts of my life. Although Bartley and Grace won't feature in this, and Steve might not feature very much, I'll try and get him on here because it's good fun. But the main reason that I wanted to do this channel initially was to share and document what we are renovating in the house. And that's why I started my Instagram, was to be able to keep people updated on what we are doing, because instead of sending multiple WhatsApps to different groups to update people and the family of what we're doing, my idea was, well, if I start an Instagram, then it keeps it all in one place and it also helps me to keep motivated. And from that, I realised that I love storying and I love talking. And my husband likes the fact that I story on there because then you guys listen to me instead of him having to. So that's quite good. It's birthday season in this house, as you can see by the birthday cards on the sideboard bit there. Steve's had his, and it's Barclay's birthday this week and Grace's birthday in 2 weeks' time. So there was 2 years and 2 weeks between them. I wanted 2 years, so I planned that pretty well. If there's anything you want to see on this channel, please let me know in the comments box below. I've heard so many people say that and I really love being able to say it. Yeah, please message in the comments box below of what you would like to see more of and what you enjoy. And if you do like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I haven't done the video yet, but if you do like this video, please give it a thumbs up and click the subscribe button, because I would love you to be able to get notifications when I do post a new video. And I would love you to be along for the journey. So if you are able to do that, then I would love for you to subscribe. Anyway, this week is going to be quite a busy week. So today I'm going to do some videos of my clothing that I've bought in the sales. I love watching YouTube videos of clothing hauls. Quite a lot of the time though, especially when you've got a young family and you're renovating a house, the things are too expensive or I can't warrant buying them. I have a few nice pieces, don't get me wrong. I've invested in a couple of key items that I use in my wardrobe. But for day-to-day items, I tend to look for sale bargains. So the things I'm going to show you today are from the sale. I will share anything that I do find and do buy. The same goes for my Amazon purchase. I love Amazon. Amazon probably arrives to my house more than the normal post lady. So I do love an Amazon purchase and I will share anything that I get from there. Right, let's get on with it. I will sit and drink my cup of tea and then I will go and do the clothing first, I think, before I get covered in paint, because my next task is to paint Barclay's mirror. So mum and dad found a pine mirror up in their loft when they were doing a clear out. Thank you, COVID. And it is perfect for Bartley's bedroom, but it was pine. And I wanted to paint it the same colour as his desk. Now, I will be uploading a few videos of past projects that I've done, just so I have them in the same place, and also in case it can help anyone who's doing similar projects. So I will upload those sporadically in between these sort of videos. That's a plan anyway. But if there's anything that I can do, I use my hand quite a lot. But if there's anything that I can show you or that you want to see, then please let me know, because I would love to be, this channel's for you guys as much as it is for me. And I'm doing this so that hopefully I can make people smile, because I love watching YouTube when I'm in my bath, having a nice cup of tea and chilling. And it makes me happy to be immersed in someone else's life, even if it's just a snippet of it. I understand that a lot of people don't share their full lives on YouTube, and obviously I won't be sharing the most important part of my life, which is the children. It will just be me and possibly Steve, and of course the very important Bobby Ray. My dad is helping us to renovate this house, and mum as well. They have renovated a lot of period properties over the years and rent them out as Airbnb properties now. So dad is, he's a retired plumbing and heating engineer, but his skills go far beyond just the plumbing and heating side of things. He managed to restore cornicing in one of the old flats. In fact, it was my flat, because they had cut the cornicing to fit fitted wardrobes in. And so dad restored that, and you wouldn't even be able to tell where it had been restored. So he is our source of information, and he is who I'm learning from. So I am going to be taking you along on that journey, and hopefully you enjoy it too, and there'll be some laughs and hopefully some fun parts in there too. And I hope that you enjoy it. Tomorrow I'll be baking a cake and going into Aberdeen, ready for Bartley's birthday on Friday. That's the plan anyway. Right, let's get going. I just watched some of that back, and it was really annoying that I had a bit of hair here. I finally moved it. There's going to be loads of times where I look back and go, oh, and I can't refilm it. But I'm actually going to swap it around. The weather is looking okay. I'm going to go and set up to do the spray painting just now and do that first before I do the clothes trying on, because if I miss the window, and it takes an hour between sprays for it to dry. So if I go and set that up now and get the spraying done, then at least I can do the clothes things in between the spraying. It's going to be a very fun day, guys. I'm looking forward to bringing you along. I hope you enjoy it too. Even if it's just for the witty smiles and laughter to make you smile. So I'm down in the cellar in the very messy, dirty sink. I'm just cleaning out the ray gun because I'm doing the colour, but I will insert a time lapse of me doing the frame when I did it the other day, and you'll be able to see what it used to look like and what it looks like now. And that I think is clean enough, so I just need to rebuild this back up. It's got a little filter inside the spray gun that pops into there, and that just stops any dirt or debris going into the fine spray mist. The hopper for the paint to the top, and that is me ready to attach that. Can you see it all in that video? Attach it to there. But you will see that I am dressed in my working gear, all ready to go. I will not be tagging these because these are probably about 15 years old. Yeah, probably about that. Very fetching. So you probably won't be able to get them anymore, and also I don't think you really would like this look. This is the mirror before. It's just an old pine mirror that mum and dad had in the loft that they were getting rid of. So I think I'm going to paint it the same colour as Bartley's desk so that it matches his bedroom, and we'll put it in either in the inside of his wardrobe door or on the side of his wardrobe. It's really simple because this mirror has a way of detaching it from the frame. It means that I don't have to do masking of the actual mirror itself. So I'm just a way to go and flip up these little pins with either my fingers like that or a screwdriver. That one's a bit tough, so I'm going to use a screwdriver for that just to put underneath and lift it up, and then I should be able to slot the mirror out to allow me to paint the frame. That's it removed quite simply, just the board and then the mirror, which is upside down there. I'm going to go outside and give this a light sand to get rid of the sheen that's on there, a little bit of varnish on there. So I'm going to give that a light sand just to give it a bit of a key, and then get the primer sprayed on using the sprayer. So I've just given this a really light sand. You can see a little bit of a key there using this. I can't find the bag of sandpaper, so I literally found this on the bottom of the floor of the garage. It's a P80. I'm painting this white. I'm painting it blue, so this doesn't apply to me, but if I was painting it white, I would go over the knots of the wood with just a knotting solution. Well, that bit needs a little bit of a sand, and that would just prevent the knots from seeping through your white paint. Once you've sanded it, just give it a brush over with a clean, this is an old paintbrush, just to brush off all the bits of dust. Prop this up, but I'm concerned about the wind and it falling over, so I've laid it flat and just raised it off the ground
with a couple of planks of wood just to raise it up. This is the acrylic primer undercoat that I'm using from Leyland Trade, and on the back it tells you, it doesn't say you can spray with this, but I have sprayed with this in the past and it works fine. You just dilute it 1 to 10 with the paint, so 1 of water. So it says recoat in 1 hour. Yeah, so that'll be perfect. Along the side there's measuring lines of, can you just see it there, of the volume, so I can work it out by that. Use this board as my practice spray to make sure I can get the spray to a perfect consistency before I start. Oh, it's gone a bit blurry. Let me get you back. There we go. So I can practice on here. I can also do the first spray on here and then transfer it over onto my painting area. Makes it a little bit easier to getting mist rather than blotchy. Oh, I can hear the farmers out in the fields. Oh, it's that time of year. This is certainly the most glamorous I've ever looked for spray painting. It's very windy. You can probably hear the wind. I think it might be too windy to spray. I go down and check to see down the side of the house. It's a bit more sheltered. That's too windy. Far too windy to be spraying a colour. Oh. Tell, I mean, working business when these bad boys come out. These are actually the boots that I travelled with for the second half of our world travelling when we got married, went on a year honeymoon. So a way of keeping them is that I get to wear them for my renovating. So I get to put them on and relive that. And also, because I'm very sentimental, which you'll also learn about me, I am very sentimental. These would be automatically straight in the bin. But by keeping them for doing this sort of thing, I get to keep wearing them. I apologise, it's so windy. I've made up a little windbreaker. I have looked for those spray pop-up tents to do my spraying in. This is my little setup for just now. This is the frame. It's undercoat done. I did 2 layers of undercoat. Oh, the sun's coming out. Oh, that's so nice that the sun's coming out. It brightens up your day when the sun shines, doesn't it? Anyway, this is it painted with 2 coats of undercoat, and if it's going to be inside a wardrobe, so I'm not being too fussy. If I was being really fussy, I'd fill in like the gaps in between the joins there. But it's going to be, well, the intention is for it to be inside his wardrobe door, although he might end up wanting to have it on display. These won't show up so much when it's painted blue anyway, so it'll be fine. I'm just going to give this a quick light sand over again before I put the colour on. This is the colour that I'm using. It's a Little Green paint company paint, and it's in Dock Blue 252, which I got from Knock and Robertson in Aberdeen, and I used this for the desk. That's the colour. It's actually quite fine when you spill a bit of paint because you get to see the colour that it actually is. It's beautiful deep blue, so that is the colour that this is going to be. So I will crack on and get the first coat on before we have our lunch. I'm just mixing this 1 in 10 with some water, and you just sort of mix it up until you get a consistency that'll be okay for the sprayer. And you can tell because it won't come through the nozzle if it's too thick, so you just have to add more and more water. But this is about 1 in 10 diluted, and I'm just mixing it up just now. So I'm going to try that out and see if that's thin enough for going through the sprayer. Messiest painter. That's the first coat on. I've got paint even on my hands, even though I was wearing gloves, which I've popped back in that box there. But yeah, happy with the first coat. The difficult thing is knowing not to worry about covering too much. I mean, I've obviously missed a bit at the top there, but it's not to worry too much. In fact, I'm just going to do that just now quickly, just to make sure. None of my protective gear on. Oh no. I should have just left it. I'm trying to do it one-handed and I've just gone over it. Oh dear. Let's just go over the bits I've damaged. What a silly Billy. I should have just left it, shouldn't I? Let's go over the bits I've damaged. That'll hopefully ease out a little bit. Oh, it just shows you shouldn't go back. You should just leave it and do it the next time. That is me finished. The first coat, I'm going to hook that up there so it doesn't blow into it. I'm going to head inside and have lunch. That's the sun out again. What a strange day. It's windy, but it's really sunny, and then it goes really dull. Strange day. Right, leave that to dry. I forgot that I also spray painted these lids of jam jars. I've got a couple of gold ones upstairs for Barclay already. He loves to collect stones and shells and crystals. So this is a great way of storing them that doesn't cost anything. I sprayed them with a primer, and I'm going to go and spray these two blue. Only because I've run out of gold spray paint, and I've also got blue in the hopper of the spray gun, so it makes sense to use it up.
It is such an easy lunch today. I love it when we have leftovers and we can just reheat it for lunch, because it means I'm spending less time preparing things during the day and more time doing other things. So this is the leftovers from last night's spaghetti carbonara, using spaghetti that we got from my brother and sister-in-law from Milan. So we have got this lovely spaghetti to try out, and it was delicious, so much better than the spaghetti I buy from Aldi. If you want to see in-depth videos of it, then they're on my Instagram highlights under recipes, and I do a step-to-step, and I use lardons then, I think, instead of parmesan. But yeah, so we're going to enjoy this for lunch today, before I get going with the other stuff in the afternoon.
I am back out after finishing my lunch to do the second coat, and something was niggling me that the recoat time on this is 4 hours, and it is. So, but because I've sprayed it, it's nice and thin, and it's dried. It's outside in the wind, so it has dried really well, and it's ready for its second coat already.
Right, back inside, second coat's done, covered in paint, like all over. So I'm going to go and change and then get going with the clothing haul. I'm looking forward to showing you everything on. Dishwasher's on. I've just filled it with the stuff from lunch, and usually I don't need to put it on until after dinner, and then I empty it before bed so that it's empty for the start of the new day. But it's full already. I obviously had more dishes between last night and now. Anyway, it's on. Whew, I'm out of breath. The bedroom doesn't normally look like this, so I've worked up a sweat trying to get it looking like this so that I can actually have this as my background. So I'm going to start showing you some clothes. First of all, this is the outfit I had on this morning. This top was from a while ago. It's monsoon. It was also in the sale. If I can find it, I will link it in the description box down below. It's the first time I've said that. I've always wanted to say that. So if it's still available, I'll pop it down, because it was this year, so they might still have some. But it's a really nice top. It's kind of got like a little bat wing. It's not really bat wing, but it's not a fitted sleeve, and it's very baggy, and you can sort of tuck it in, and it gives you that sort of look. And it's great with leggings. I really like it like this. These leggings, I got them off at Amazon for like £8, thinking that they would be a really good alternative. I love wearing leggings, but you can see through them. So not only that, but the waistband, it looks like this is the elasticated part online, but it's actually just this little trim at the top, which is hopeless. They keep falling down. I've got on obviously a light body underneath this to show you the clothes that I've got, which means that you can actually see through. So I don't know if this is the right sort of setup for doing this sort of video. You can maybe give me your opinions in the comment section. I am learning, so I will try and get better at this, but this is my first try at it, and hopefully you'll get a good enough idea of what the outfits look like by how I show you them from here. Okay, I've sort of set you up a little bit higher and moved your back a bit, so I'm not sure if that works better. You can let me know if this works. I'm quite far away, but I'll be able to come closer to you and show the detail. But this is the first jumper from Silk Thread. I've got 3 grey woolen jumpers to show you. Different styles. This one contains wool. I struggle to wear wool, but this is actually okay. I can wear this against my skin. It may be a little bit itchy, but not to the point where I'm really struggling to wear it. Which is fantastic, because I struggle to wear wool, but I love the look of wool. So this one is a V-neck, and as you can see by the detail, it's quite a lovely sort of homemade knit with the beautiful detailing along the top of the V, and also the same on the sleeves. It comes up further than just a cuff, which I love. It comes up to about here on me, which I absolutely adore. But I think I'm going to wear it like this, sort of pulled up and then a little bit loose around the top. And it's just a baggy jumper. I can tuck it in if I want to. If I want to wear it a little bit like that. But I'm planning on wearing this with leggings and I'm hoping to get some black faux leather or leather trousers with sort of a lining in them as my winter sort of look. But that's the first top. And it's just a comfortable, baggy, knitted sweater that I just feel so comfy and cozy in. That's the first. So this is the next baggy, grey, knitted jumper that is from Silk Thread. And I love the detail on this as well. If you notice at the front, see how it's got the beautiful line down the middle and like a herringbone pattern to the wool. I usually find polo necks a bit too chunky and I struggle, I get a bit too hot, but this one's actually okay because it's quite a baggy neck. It's almost like a jumper jacket, like a cape, because the sleeves are really big and wide. So you've got an outfit underneath, but you're going to be cold, but you don't want to take a jacket with you. This would be ideal for that. Love how baggy and comfy it is, and it's so cozy. And this detailing, this ribbed detail on the cuff goes all the way up to here. And again, I'll be able to pull this up a little bit like this and be able to make it a bit baggier there. And I think this will just be a great jumper to throw on when it's getting that little bit chillier and I just want to be cozy and warm in my lovely jumper. So this will be perfect for that. Right, last grey knitted jumper, also from Silk Thread. I will pop that one on now. Now this one feels amazing. The knit is a little bit finer. If we go a bit closer, it's a lot finer knit than the other two jumpers. And it just feels so soft. It's the kind of one that you just want to snuggle up in front of the TV in. And the turtleneck isn't too high that it starts to feel like it's encroaching on your neck, which I always find I get too hot and flustered. But it's just the right sort of pattern. And it's a little bit tighter than the other two. So I maybe will tuck this one in when I get my lovely trousers. Maybe we'll tuck this one in a little bit better, just to pull the front in. But I've also got some dresses some skirts I could wear this with too. But it just feels so cozy. I just can't stop touching it. It's a lovely feel. There's no extra detailing to the front, but at the side there is a detailing here on the sleeve, where it's not as ribbed and it's just smooth, and that carries on down underneath your arm. So this is going to be one of my favourites because it comes a little bit lower down on your hands as well. So if you don't like that sort of feeling, the way you pull your jumper down, then you won't like this, but it comes that little bit further down. So it does kind of feel just that little bit cozier. And again, I'll probably end up pulling the sleeves up just a little bit on both sides. But I really like how that one looks as well. So next up to show you is this lovely top from New Look. It has button detailing in pearl on the sleeves. And I was saying over on Insta that they're actually attached by little metal bits in the back. So it actually feels quite cool against your skin. It's a lovely feeling. I did get a top tip for washing this though, because these can actually get caught in your washing machine. So it's best to put them inside a little bag, turn it inside out and pop it in a little laundry bag so that you don't ruin your top, because it would be so upsetting if this got pulled and you lost a pearl and also made a hole in your top. But I like how fitted this is. It makes me look quite busty, but I like how streamlined fitted it is. I will probably wear this tucked in with I've got a tight black skirt that I'll probably wear this with. In fact, I will go pop that on just now so that you can see what I mean. Okay, so this is a black skirt that I already have from New Look. It's just a black tight pencil skirt that's very elasticated. And it's got a bit of a top waistband, elastic waistband at the top. I'm going to take my hair down. I'm going to show you how, look at my hair, like I've had it in the bobble all day, and yet I don't have the line. Maybe a bump, but not a definite line. So it's just so good because I love having my hair tied up. So it means that I don't have to worry about when I take it down. Okay, right. So I am going to be wearing this outfit with a hairband that I got. That's it there. You can see it. Beautiful detailing on it. And I love an animal print. Absolutely love an animal print. So I plan on wearing this like that. How does that look on there to go with this outfit? And it sort of takes in the beige colour, but it also, I love how it looks in my hair. I just love a hairband. I think it looks really good. My hair's really wild just now, but I think that just totally works with it. But if you want to dress it up, I've got this clip for £2. Look at the detailing on that. for £2. Amazing, eh? So that, got one for Grace as well, so she can wear to match. Got that for her birthday. But I can wear that in the side of my hair just to add a little bit, because I probably wouldn't put any items of jewellery on along with this. Just adds a little bit to the outfit without going too far. Right, let's get on to the next. Okay, I have added on a little bit of lipstick for this one to match the jumper, but this is pink. It's coming across a little bit more orange in this video than it is, but it's a pink blended top. Can you see the detail on that, the texture? It's got sort of taupe and beige through the knit, and it's so fine. It's such a fine knit with the border and the shorter sleeves. It's a great jumper for summer. It's so loose and airy that it's perfect to throw in your beach bag on a cold day, but you just want a little bit of protection from the weather. And it's so soft. It's so soft. Very loose. It's got this sort of detailing down the centre. As you can see the line of, it's a holes all the way down, just in the knitwork. You see that from behind? But I just love how it feels. It just feels so nice. It's got a wider neck, so you can sort of drag it. Oh, that's my alarm to tell me to go to pick up the children from school. So I better make this quick. This will be the last outfit for today. Both of these are from Monsoon, the trousers and the top. Say that they're high-waisted, which does show up your stomach a little bit if you've got a little bit of a tummy like myself. But it definitely holds you in, which is a nice thing. But this top's going to look lovely, just sort of tucked in casually like that. What a lovely colour, nice and bright, matches my lipstick. But anyway, I will change back into my clothes, and that's my 10-minute warning, so I might be able to do a little clip before I run and get the children. So I will change back into the outfit I had on at the very beginning of this vlog, and then run and get the children. I love this part of the day. Okay, busy day. I am glad to get all those jobs completed. Bartley will be absolutely delighted with his mirror. And I need to go and do a quick spin around, tidy up, get the snuggle snack ready, go pick up the children from school, and then I will see you back here tomorrow. Hair's tied up already. I'm loving these scrunchies, by the way. These are just, excuse me, these were just from Amazon. And I got this colour and I got a beige colour. They were from Amazon, but the company, I will tag them in the description box down below. Feels so good to say it. Yeah, so I will tag these in there. I've also got ones from the same company for Grace for her birthday, and they've got little bunny ears that have got wire that stick up. I will show you them. They're wrapped up just now, but I'll show you them when she opens them in a couple of weeks' time. But I'm loving them. They don't give me the same kink in my hair. I am rushing for school. I'll do this a lot. I'll speak and I'll digress, but I am rushing for school. But they don't give me the same kinks in my hair. Now, I've tried those, you know, the bobbles that are like spirals. Now, I have tried them and they kink my hair. I may be tying it too tight, but if I don't tie it tight, then my hair falls out. So yeah, I've tried them and they don't work. These don't seem to give me lines in my hair, so I can have it tied up like this and then still have it down tomorrow without having a kink in it, which is great. And I can also tie it up during the night, like wind it up and then tie it round. Oh, look, I've missed a bit. Oh, I'll need to tie this up again. I've missed a bit. Not the most fetching of looks. Yeah, I can tie it like that, and then in the morning when I let it down, it's all wavy. It's looking a bit dry just now, but I haven't had it coloured since lockdown, as you can see by the massive roots. But my plan was to go ombre anyway, so I'm getting it done in November before my birthday. And then the colour will be a little bit better at that point. Anyway, hair's tied up. Gonna wait down and do the school pickup. This is my favourite part of the day. Well, I say it's my favourite part of the day. I actually think my favourite part of the day is lying in bed reading the children's books, because by that point, the day is not done because I've still got the evening to do, but the day I can relax and I get to snuggle my babies and just chill for a minute and not be thinking I need to be somewhere else and be doing something else. I'm like able to chill and relax and savor the moment and do stories when they're listening and they're not carrying on, obviously. And then tell them to go to sleep. But the small moment when I'm lying in bed and reading the stories is my favourite part of the day. But this is my second favourite part of the day, when I get to pick them up from school and get cuddles. And my third favourite part of the day is when I'm dropping them off at school and saying bye in the morning. I'm only joking. I am only joking. Anyway, I will go and I will see you tomorrow for another exciting instalment in this vlog. My first vlog. Oh, It's exciting, my first one. I do get very excited as well, so I apologise in advance. I love it. I can't wait. Right, I'm going to head off and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for joining me for my first day. Bye.
Good morning. That was our first ever cycle to school as the three of us. So Bartley, Grace and myself. And we cycled all the way to school. Whew. Bit of a mission on the way back. All the farmers are out in the fields. Roads are covered in mud. But what a great way to start the morning. I feel so fresh. So good. Right, heading back, and then I am heading into Aberdeen to get the last bits and bobs for Barclay's birthday. The last of the bags loaded up. Oh no, my shopping list. That's the last of them loaded up in the car. Got some things for charity. Got the bags for doing the shop. We haven't really gone anywhere during lockdown. This will only be my third time in the supermarket. We've been very cautious. We've just basically taken each trip and risk assessed it and decided whether or not it was worth taking the risk, basically. I'm only picking up orders, so I'll have my mask on. I need to get my hand sanitizer. It's in Steve's car. Bear with me. Sanitizer I've been using, the Espa one. It's just slightly nicer smell, and it's got essential oils, so it doesn't dry your hands out as much, which I think is much better. Let me just jump back in. Much better for the children, because their hands are not as dry and uncomfortable, so definitely much better. And it just smells really nice. So it's the Espa Bergamot and Jasmine. And it smells lovely, really good. Right, so yeah, what I was saying was we're really just being cautious. We're going by the clinical data and judging on that. And anything that I do or that Steve does, we know impacts our family. So if there's something we don't need to be doing, or we think the risk is too high, we weigh up the risks and think, well, is it something that's essential? And take it from there. And yeah, just staying cautious. It's a strange time that we're in, really strange. But I'm heading into Aberdeen today, first time on my own, to go and do these things. And if it wasn't with the fact that there's something in the next order for Bartley's birthday, probably wouldn't be going in. But I need to get icing for his cake as well. I tried to get the colours online and I couldn't really see if they were the right colours. So I'm going to head off and do that. And I will speak to you all when I return. Bye.
Hello, that's me back from Aberdeen. It was good. I forgot my purse though. So thankfully I've got contactless on my phone. So I managed to, because it's an iPhone, you can do, there's no limit. Although I discovered in Asda a while ago that there is a limit. They put a limit regardless of how you contactless it. But thankfully Tesco don't. So I managed to get my shopping and Next gave my orders without my ID. So that was a complete godsend, because that would have been a full other trip into Aberdeen. Oh, it would have been a nightmare. Just a way to go and wipe down all the shopping. We're still doing that when we get our shopping in. We still wipe everything down. So I'm going to do that just now and then get our lunch organised before getting going with the cake. So I will take you with me when I start making the cake. I'm no expert, but it's made with love. As always, I'm running late. I've got a cake to make and it's 2:25. So I have got till 3 o'clock and then I have to go on the bike to go and get the children from school. So I'm going to start baking and I'm going to put you on a time lapse, because when I bake, I dance. Thanks to watching a film, I want to say when I was a teenager, but I was probably in my 20s, where the magic went into the baking, and when she got upset and a tear landed in the cake, then it was a sad cake. But if it's a happy cake, then it brings joy. So I tend to dance around the kitchen when I'm baking or cooking. So you're probably glad that I'm not going to put music and dancing. You can just watch me on a time lapse looking like a crazy chicken in the middle of the dance floor. This is our dance floor, by the way. This is what the children call the dance floor, because this is usually where Mummy is dancing. Right, I am going to go and crack on with that. And while it's baking, I have got some deliveries to open with you. So I will pop you on a time lapse and I will see you when the cakes are in the oven. Bye. Before I do though, I'm going to show you something. So, this I bought for wearing in the greenhouse, but I've decided to keep it in here. I got this little, I want to say a house coat, but I know that my best friend calls a house coat a dressing gown a house coat. Oh, this is what this is great for Friday tidies. I got this from Wish. It's my first purchase from Wish. It's not exactly how it looked online because I didn't think it was going to be joined at the back, but it goes over your head, and I'm going to use the band from one of the outfits upstairs to tie down my waist, but I'll run up and get that just now. But it goes over like this, and for a Friday tidy it's great because when I'm running around, I'm going to put a waistband around there. When I'm running around the house, I find little bits like this that are in a bit of elastic from a pair of pants, goes in the bin. But this needs to go into the snug, but it was found in the lounge. So when I'm tidying, I just pop everything in here, and then at the end, obviously I've missed a couple of bits, bit of rubbish. And at the end, I just pop everything out and put everything away. And it means I'm not running back and forth or having to put things in baskets, which I usually do. Put everything in one basket that needs to go downstairs or upstairs, carry the basket up, and then it sits for ages. Whereas this is quite fine. Before I take it off, I like empty the pockets out. So it's supposed to be from my greenhouse to protect my clothing when I was out in the greenhouse. But I think I'll keep it in here because it's so handy. It'll be my Friday tidy smock. I don't know what you call it, because it's not an apron, but it's like linen. You see the material? So it's kind of like rough, but I love it. I better get cracking because I'm talking too much, and I always talk too much, but I now have exactly 32 minutes. Ready, steady, cook! Cakes are in the oven. The light's gone in the oven so you can't see. Cakes are in the oven. I've left the bowls. I didn't use a spatula on them. I've left the bowls for the children when they come home. They can have a little treat because they love licking the bowl. And then we'll make the icing with the children because they like doing that. And to cover the cake before I put the fondant icing on top, I've bought this ready roll fondant icing. Very simple, very quick. And I'll put that on, and then I'm going to make a little target, like Nerf gun target, which is why it's blue and orange. So that's the plan. So I will do that probably tonight, or I might do it tomorrow, because it's quite relaxing this year. Usually we've got the birthday party as well, and the cake's like the last thing I do, and I'm always stressing about it. But I started making their cakes when they were tiny, and it's something nice to carry on with, isn't it? To do the little thing from mummy and daddy usually, because daddy usually gets roped in to help with the decoration on top. But that's in the oven. So while it's in the oven, I am going to open that and just get my parcel opener. Tin drawer, I didn't see it. I've got this little handy opener. You just slide it up, and there should be actually in these boxes, I think, one that's a ceramic blade that doesn't hurt your fingers that we had them when we were little. These ones obviously are proper blades, but they're so cheap, just off of Amazon as well. And I've got this colour in pink, but I'm going to paint the pink one white to go at the front door. And then this one stays in the kitchen. Right, I'm going to open up the Amazon boxes. Let me get them. Ordered this. I don't know how good it's going to be, but I sit and watch my phone, either Netflix or YouTube. I sit and watch it in the bath, but I don't want to use my stand like this that I'm using to film you on because it holds the phone. This just sits on it, so I can take it off and put it back on. So I don't know how that's going to open it up. And well, that's my alarm for picking up the children. I love getting my eyebrows threaded and tinted so that you basically don't have to draw on your eyebrows for a couple of days. And I saw this, I've been totally influenced. I saw this on a YouTube, can't remember who it was that did it. It's a Maybelline to do brow, in colour brown. Is it brown? Dark brown, and you paint it on. So I'm going to try and do what my amazing eyebrow person does, and she puts Vaseline where she doesn't want the dye, and then she puts the dye in the middle. So I'm going to attempt to do it myself until I'm able to go, or till I want to go back and get my eyebrows done. So I will try that probably in the next vlog, unless I am brave enough to do it tomorrow before Barclay's birthday weekend. Yeah, probably do that in the next vlog, so stay tuned if you want some hilarious results, because I'm pretty sure that's not going to turn out how it does when I go to get them done. Anyway, let's open this up and see what it's like, because I'm hoping it's quite nice. There were quite a few options. but I just need something that I can rest my phone on rather than attach it, because it just so I can pick it up and put it back down. In fact, I better do that before I go on the school run, and then I end up looking like I've got my apron still on. Yeah, it's better. Right, so you got this together. Okay. Yeah, I think that's quite nice. It's matte white and it's got like, it's rubberized here, so it should stop it from sliding. And then this, okay, so this is supposed to go up inside like this. Aha, figured it out. Don't tell Steve I didn't manage. There we go, and then you tighten it. That makes sense because it was coming off. That makes a lot of sense. I will also tag that down below in case any of you guys like to watch this YouTube vlog on your phones in the bath. The instructions are on the back.
It's almost midnight. I'm just amending a birthday badge for Berkeley to put an 8 on. It's been a busy day. Yeah, ready for bed tonight. I've definitely earned my slice of birthday cake tomorrow. One thing he's asked for is a waffle machine. So I was quite happy with that, considering I don't have a waffle machine and I quite fancy a waffle machine. So very happy to buy him a waffle machine, or for us to buy him a waffle machine. So I thought it'd be quite nice for his birthday to have some waffles, so that'd be good. Slightly on the slant, since the Berkeley's on a slant, he's just gonna love that, and it's gold. So I think my job here is done. Okay, it's almost 2 in the morning. This is actually quite early compared to what it normally is the week of birthdays. I don't, like a couple of weeks before the birthday parties, I'm like working on 2-3 hours a night, 2 hours a night, and I'm exhausted. So this year is actually quite relaxing and I'm quite enjoying it. But I do love the birthday prep. I mean, I wouldn't do it till that time in the morning if I didn't enjoy it. Problem is that I did a whole batch cook of quiche tonight for dinner. So I could have some in the freezer, and used up all the eggs thinking, well, I've made the cake, forgetting that I was going to make waffle batter. So look, this is what I've made. It doesn't taste too bad considering there's vinegar in it. Egg-free waffle batter has vinegar in this recipe. So I'm going to go and whisk it again, try and get rid of the rest of the lumps. Yeah, if it tastes rubbish, I've got some pre-cooked, pre-made waffles in the cupboard. But I just wanted to make fresh when he's getting a waffle maker. But yeah, that might have been a little bit of a fail. And I bought the eggs today as well. It wasn't like I wasn't prepared to make stuff. I bought 12 eggs. I used a couple for the cake, and I used the rest, all the rest of the 10, for making homemade quiche. But at least I've got some quiche for Sunday's lunch. So, you know, thinking positively, I'll be glad of it then. I just hope that he doesn't notice with lots of... I'll give him some Nutella on top of these, and hopefully with a little bit of Nutella he's not going to notice the fact that there's no eggs in this. He might even prefer it. He might ask for the same ones he had on his birthday every day, that he wants waffles, and he'll be absolutely over the moon with this. So waffles for breakfast, and they've turned out really well considering I didn't have any eggs. You watching? Woohoo! I love birthdays. They taste really good as well, so yeah, they're actually not that bad. So this is the special treat for the birthday boy, and this, I would definitely recommend this waffle maker. It's so cool, the fact you can flip it. It's like being in a hotel. Now, what can I give you? This needs another minute. Yeah, it's like being in a hotel. It's really good. I spent ages trying to find a flip waffle maker though. It's not as easy, but it is definitely, I looked at all the reviews, it's definitely, it's steaming up. It is definitely what the best way to go, because the flat ones don't cook it as evenly. So this one was slightly more expensive than some of the flat ones, but definitely worth paying the extra. Oh, amazing. Right, we're going to go and enjoy these before the school dash. Lovely. Yum, yum, yum. Good morning. I'm sitting here with my New York mug. I've got a New York and a Whistler one. And this cup of tea is well needed this morning. I've decided to sit down for a couple of minutes because I've just done the school run, done the mad breakfast rush, done the amazing birthday morning, which I just love, and the children are starting to love too. And I've just cleared away the breakfast mayhem and had my breakfast, and I'm now sitting just for 5 minutes, just 5 minutes in peace with a cup of tea before I start to finish off the cake and to do a Friday tidy.
Silence. I'm so tired. This is how you'll find me today. No makeup, hair tied up in a bun with my lovely silk scrunchie. Old jumper. I'm going to swap out the birthday cards, swap Daddy's cards for Barclays, reply to all the messages of birthday wishes, which are so very kind, and he's been such a lucky boy. Also, I finished his mirror as well. I finished that a couple of days ago, the day that I did it on here. Had a final coat and then I left it to dry overnight in the garage. I just need to put it back together. I need to put the mirror back inside. So I will do the tea's working already. I'm starting to speak faster. Tea's working already. So I will put that back together and I'll get it. I'm hoping to speak to Steve about putting it in his bedroom, but Bartley said he might want to put it in a different place, so I don't think we're going to attach it just now. We'll maybe let him decide, but I will put it upstairs and hide it in his bedroom for when he comes home. When he goes up to change his clothes, he'll get a big surprise, so that'll be nice as well. Right, I am going to head off and I will see you when I have done the cake. Just messaging my friends from school to highly recommend the waffle maker. But one point I will say is that if you spill like we did, because the children were helping me pour the ladle the batter in, if you spill, wipe it up immediately, because if it dries on, it is like when Weetabix dries on. When the children were little on the Weetabix, you know, you didn't clean up Weetabix when it was wet. I've just spent ages soaking the side of it, because you obviously can't put it in the water, soaking the side for it to become soft enough for me to wipe off. And also it did say, I read this in the review, someone said, oh, it says that the plates are detachable for cleaning, but they're not. They are with a screwdriver. They're not like the click out ones like my toasty maker is, where you click them out and you can wash them in the sink. You can detach them, but you would need a screwdriver every time you did. So you've got to try not to overflow it so that you can actually clean it a bit easier. Because otherwise you will not be wanting to make waffles every single morning. I need to find a healthy recipe, although the one without the eggs, pretty healthy, other than the fact it's got sugar in it, but I could exchange that for honey. And then Bartley could have them every morning for breakfast. I always say, oh, they're unhealthy. And he loves them with set honey on the top, or Nutella. But he loves having them like that. So actually it might be quite a good thing. Do some wholemeal flour and transition into that, gradually increase the percentage of that and see if he can eat them. He loves healthy stuff anyway, so he might actually love it. Anyway, I'm supposed to be doing the cake. I'm going to go and start now. Lovely, the sun has come out. Yeah, I know I need to clean my windows. Yeah, the sun's come out now. What a lovely day. Oh, this is wonderful. I'm just making the icing just now. And oh, the sun is just making this day so much better. Oh, I love it. Probably the worst time to speak to you because the dishwasher is on. My hair's all fallen out because I've been doing Friday tidy. It's definitely a workout. Don't know if it records 13 minutes of exercise. Not too bad, not too bad. Although I've been doing it for like an hour, so you would think it'd be more. I am just away to open. Would you believe it? The post has just arrived. I know when I ordered the Kitchen Craft dome-shaped cover, and it was wrong. Well, I messaged them yesterday and said it was the wrong item, packaged it all up, got a label, prepaid label to send back, so it's obviously their mistake, and they said they would send out a replacement. I had 30 days to send my one back, so I'll post it back tomorrow. The post arrives with this long box, totally different than the box I had before. And I assumed it was something else that I was waiting for that's this sort of length. But I was like, that's not the right size. That's like rolling around inside. What's that? Oh, the moment of truth, the moment of truth. Oh, it's more promising. It is a sealed package this time. Like say, it's not been opened. It's sealed. That's what it should look like. And I think by the end, look at the little bit there. It looks totally different than the one that was supposed to be the right one. Yes, 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 and 1,000 times yes. That is exactly what I was looking for. Dishwasher is on underneath, and there is some heat, residual heat coming up from underneath. I need to give this a clean as well. From underneath. So these have come out of the freezer, and they're just gently warming on here. So they've got the pizza dough, and then this is the cheese sauce. and they're just gently warming from the heat of the dishwasher, and they defrost a lot faster. So even though I forgot to take these out until lunchtime, they will still be defrosted in plenty of time for tonight. So that is a little tip. If you've got a dishwasher right underneath your sink and your draining board, I guarantee if it's metal like this, you will have some sort of residual heat coming through from it.
As the cake is going to be a target, it was actually Grace and Bart that came up with the idea that his candles could be bullets, like going into the target, so they'd be sitting on the cake as if it's hit the target. So in order to get the bullets on the cake, Steve had a really good idea, and that was, thankfully, because my uncle plays at Gleneagles, he has hundreds of these, and Bartley got loads of them. I've washed them and they're clean, and the plan is to put sticky dots, these ones, on to the golf tee so that it doesn't ruin golf tee. I don't know if this is going to work. You can find out with me. And if it does, Steve's a genius. Yeah, look at how orange. I was going to wear gloves, and then I was like, no, I just need to get this done, and it's only food dye, it'll come off. Right, so I've stuck the gooey dot onto there, and then stick this onto here. Oh my word, it totally works. And then both of them can be reused, and then that will stick into the cake, and I will put the candles on the top there. Oh my word, that's awesome. They're kind of like big candle holders because they've got a hole already. That is brilliant. Right, I will get these done and then finish off the target before Bartley comes home. My alarm has just gone off for the children, so I've got 10 minutes. Wish me luck. Okay, more hurry, less speed. Rookie mistake. I didn't measure to make sure that they would fit. They stick out too far. So, second plan of attack is just to take them off and put them onto these. So that's what I'm on my way to go and do. And then they go in like this, obviously homemade cake, which is what exactly what I was looking for, to look homemade. And then I'm just going to push them in a bit further like that, and it'll look like the bullets and the candle are actually in the target. He's going to love it. It's going to taste great, and it's not for a party. So the perfectionism that I usually strive for during all the birthdays isn't needed, as long as a little 8-year-old boy is happy. Okay, so that is us ready for a little boy. Homemade cake, clearly homemade. These are falling over a little bit, but they only need to stay up to blow out the candles, and then that'll be it. And that's the one mismatching candle. The rest, we had 7 of them, and one mismatching, but you don't really notice it. And then this balloon is a helium one from Home Bargains, but I've just filled it with air. I used the compressor outside, and that I used for my spray painting. Filled it with air, and then just attached it to one of the gold weights. We can get going with celebrating this little boy's birthday tonight. Oh, I can't wait. I love birthdays. I absolutely love birthdays. Can you tell? I just love them. I love how special they feel on their birthday. I just think it's just so nice. And even the sun is shining into the kitchen. Oh, it's just lovely. The day's turned out, it's so windy though. The day's turned out so nice. Right, way to do the frame, and then we'll be able to celebrate tonight. That is the mirror finished now too. So I just need to pop up to his bedroom so he gets a surprise. Shouldn't get rid of all the fingerprints from putting the mirror back in, but it is looking good. Yeah, it just gives such a lovely sheen. It's not too shiny, not too matte. It's just perfect, and it's smooth, and I just love it. I hope he does too. Lids for the jars are also done as well. This is the sort of thing he collects. Look how cute they are. Like all the shells from the beach and some stones. But they're just old jam jars that I've then obviously spray painted white and then blue. And I've got some gold ones as well, which will go nicely together in his room. Ties everything together, having the same colour scheme throughout. Mac and cheese, which has already been half eaten by a hungry little monster, and pizza 4 ways. Yum, yum, yum. I love a Friday night, and I love a birthday Friday night even more. Well, I'm not sure if I look as tired as I feel, but I probably do. That was a busy, busy day, but wow, it was brilliant. He had the best day, so that makes everything worth it. But
But that's the end of my first vlog. I hope you enjoyed the first installment of Life with LYNN at Bowrey Design. I thoroughly enjoyed doing it. This is totally up my street. And I just hope that you guys enjoy it too. And you tune in for the next one. And if you do like it, please hit like, the thumbs up, I think it is, and hit subscribe, because it makes me so excited when I see more people subscribing. We find some of it as entertaining or as fun, but also find it helpful, and most importantly, I hope it makes you smile, because that's what I ultimately want to do, is to make people happy and make people smile, and to give you a chance to break away like I do when I watch the people that I watch on YouTube. I like to break away, relax, usually in my bath with a cup of tea. So I would love if I was able to do that for someone else in the same way as others have done it for me. But that is it for me, guys. And I'll say bye, and I hope to see you in the next one. But thank you, guys. And as I always say, love you lots. Bye.